Okay, students, today we are going to see about merge sort. This is one of your lab exercise in analysis and design of algorithms lab. Merge sort follows the divide and conquer strategy algorithm design technique. So it divides the problem instances into sub problems, and then we are going to get the solution for the sub problem to get the original solution for the larger problem. Okay, so in merge sort, what do we do here is we are going to first divide the list into the smallest unit until we encounter one element, that is the base case. We also call that to be a base case. Then compare each element with the adjacent list to sort, and then we merge the two adjacent lists. In merge sort, the divide step does hardly anything, and all the real thing, that is the sorting, is happening in the combine step. It is an efficient general purpose comparison based sorting algorithm, and it is not an in place algorithm. And looking at the time complexity, in all the cases, best case, average case, and worst case, it is in the order of n log n, which we have discussed in the theory class. Now let us understand quickly with some example. So you can see here a set of elements which are given. There are 7 elements which are given to us for sorting. So these elements are given in a random order. The objective is to sort the elements using merge sort. And we are going to store these elements in a linear data structure called array. And you know the array index starts from 0 to n minus 1. The very first step, we are going to divide the array into two halves, that is the left half and right half, based on the mid position. So in this case, you get the mid position as 0 plus 0 will be the starting index. Since there are 7 elements, so 0 plus 6 by 2, that gives me 3. 3 is the mid position. So based on the mid position, I divide the array into two halves, that is left half and the right half, where it is these 4 elements. Up to mid is your left half and 3 elements are in the right half. So 7 elements are divided into 4 and 3 elements. Again on the left half, 4 elements are divided into 2, 2. Here the right half is divided into 2 and 1. It goes on up to I reach one element. So these two elements are divided into one element. So normally the splitting happens in the left half first, then the right half. Okay. And once that is done, okay, so we start merging. So the divide step is done until we encounter a one element in the list. Now once I've come across that scenario, I start merging. So here you can see the divide step has happened, right? So now the combined step starts. So 38 and 27 is combined to 27, 38. 43, 3 is combined to 3 and 43. So likewise, we start merging. Then we end up with left half and the right half. So these two arrays has to be combined to a single sorted array. So how do we merge this? So I'll just explain this scenario here. Now I have 3 in the left half, first element, and I have 9 in the right half, in the second element, in the second half, sorry, the second half. So 3 will be compared with 9. So 3 is smaller. So copy 3 into the resultant array and increment the pointer in the left half where I have encountered smaller element. 27 will be compared with 9. So 9 is copied here into the resultant. Increment the pointer in the right half. So now 27 will be compared with 10. 10 will be stored in the resultant array and it will be incremented here. So again 27 will be compared with 82. 27 will be copied and it will be incremented in the left half. 38 will be compared with 82. Since 38 is smaller, 38 will be copied in the resultant array. The pointer is incremented in the left half. 43 will be compared with 82. So 43 will be copied and there is no element to further increment the pointer. So what we do is we copy the remaining elements. We copy the remaining elements in the right half to the resultant array. So that becomes a sorted array for me. And here the time complexity is also shown. So the total runtime is the total time required for division to happen and the total time required to combine. So that gives me the order of n log n. So let us go to the Python program. Now here you can see I have defined a function called merge sort. So this is how you define a function in Python. So merge sort, I am passing a list called nList. I wanted to see how the splitting happens. So I'm printing the splitting part. Okay, so in merge sort only the splitting is going to happen. If length of nList is greater than 1. Okay, so obviously if I have one element in the list, there is no requirement for me to sort. So length of nList must be greater than 1. So I'm checking for that condition and then I'm finding the mid element. Mid is equal to length of nList divided by 2 gives me the mid position. So based on the mid position, I'm going to extract my left half and the right half. So how do I do that? This is the slicing syntax in Python where I will get the first half of the array. So when I give nList of colon mid, that gives me the first half of the array, and nList of mid colon will give you the right half of the array. So based on the mid position, I can extract the left half as well as the right half, and I am storing it in left half and right half. Next, what am I supposed to do in merge sort? I have to perform recursively merge sort on the left half, and I have to perform recursively merge sort on the right half. So here again the division is happening, right? The splitting is going to happen. So merge sort of left half, merge sort of right half. So the left half is getting divided into further elements until we encounter a list of one element. Then the right half is also going to be splitted into further arrays, left half and right half, until we encounter a list of one element. Then we call the merge function where we are passing three parameters: nList, left half and the right half. Now moving on to the merge function. So I have defined a merge function where I am passing nList, the list, left half and the right half. Now for that I am initializing a variable I, j, k as 0. So I is to check the left half part of the array, j is to check the right half, k is the index value which I have initialized for my resultant array. Then I am checking whether while I is less than length of left half and j is less than length of right half, obviously this condition will be true. Then I go for if condition if left half of I is less than right half of j. So I am comparing the first element of the left half with the first element of the right half. So whichever is smaller, I have to copy that particular element in my resultant array. So n list of k is equal to left half of j, left half of I. That means I am encountering my smaller element in the left half and copy that element in the resultant n list and increment the I pointer. Else in else condition, what I'm doing, n list of k is equal to right half of j. So if the smaller element is not found in the left half, obviously it will be found in the right half. So copy those element in the right half to my resultant array and increment the j pointer. So when I increment the j pointer, the right half, it is going to be incremented. Then I have to increment my k, because as and when I increment my k, the resultant array indexes are incremented. Next, while I is less than length of len of left half. So what does that mean? Now we have to, this particular program statements is to check whether there are any remaining elements in the left half. If there are remaining elements, copy those element. Copy those element, that is left half of I is assigned to n list of k. So copy those elements and place it in the resultant array, increment I pointer and k pointer. Otherwise, there could be some remaining elements in the right half. The same way you check for the condition while j is less than length of right half, then n list of k is equal to right half of j. So copy those elements in the right half which are remaining to the resultant array, increment j pointer and k pointer. Then print merging. So I want to see how the merging happens. So I am printing the n list. Now this is the way we create the empty list. Okay. So this is your main function where we are getting the input. So I'm creating a n list, which is an array. I get the input. This is the way you get the input. Int of input, enter the number of elements, get the size in n variable. For I in range of 0, n, I'm just using for loop. I'm getting the elements of the list and I'm appending those elements. N list dot append of element. Append is a method which takes a single argument in Python and all the elements are getting added to the n list. Then I'm printing the elements of the list, calling the merge sort function. So when I call the merge sort function, I'm passing the n list, which is a list what I have created now. And once I call this merge sort, the control goes here, does the merge sort, where the splitting all it is going to happen. In merge sort, the merge sort is being called twice recursively for the left half and the right half, and merge is also called. Merge is defined here, which I have explained now. Now, finally, after doing the sorting, the resultant array is also n list, so I have to print n list here. So this is a program for merge sort. So let me execute this in Python. So same program what I've explained, I'm going to execute and show. So let me give the number of element. The number of element is 4. Suppose I give 4. I'm giving the elements here 2, 3, 1 and 4. So it is given in random order. You can see here this how that splitting is happening. Splitting 2, 3. Then 2, 3 is getting split into 2, 3. So it is again split, right? So you can see, and finally the merging is also happening. So the 2, 3, 1, 4 is split into 2, 3 and 1, 4. And then left hand side splitting is happening first. So 2, 3 is getting split into 2, 3. Then the right hand side splitting is happening. Then later merging of the two sorted array is happening. And finally I get 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is going to be in the sorted order using merge sort. So let me give one more input. So I'm giving some 7 element, odd number of element. So 6, 9, 5, 1, 3, 2, 4. So again the splitting and merging you can see, and finally you are getting the sorted element, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9. So that is all, students, about merge sort.